for a couple of seasons.
Mm-hmm.
There was bad stuff going on there. But most of the projects I was playing the thug or the biker guy or this or that. And now I'm starting to, I love comedy. I'm starting to play some different roles, like the coach, and then the movie after that, called Dying for a Baby is called, I play a gigolo in it, so I feel like there's nothing I can't play. You want to be well-rounded, just like with the music,
How'd you make the transition from the thug to the funny guy?
I'm still working on the comedy thing. Comedy it's a hard nut to crack. It's like I said, that's a work in progress. I study it when I go to acting class, but I'm trying to read more comedy plays and things like that. The drama thing, I feel like I got a pretty good handle on that. I think you get more comfortable. Let me tell you, Rudes, when you've got a monologue and there's 30 people standing around on set, and you got to start that monologue, and it's like about a 3-pager.
Wow.
You really find out what you're made of.
Yeah.
When it comes, and action, and you've got a 3-page monologue to start out, it can be, everybody's sitting there doing your job. It's time for you to do yours.
Yeah. How do you find your place?
Well, your mind's going to play tricks on you, and you've got to just focus. It's all about prep work, as you well know with the music. It's all about knowing your stuff. I've got somebody that I work really hard with on the dialogue, so it's just second nature. So you know it like a song, and you just got to trust that, And every once in a while it'll come down to an action, and you forget what your first line is, But you play with your surroundings. You've got things to, and then it'll kick in. You got to know that your training is going to kick in. Don't a lot of people come up to you and go, God, do you ever get nervous? Or do you ever get, when you're going to go out and play in front of 50,000 people or whatever? They probably do, right? They ask you that?
Yeah, but when I'll go on with the next. But I want you to tell me what, continue your story. And then
anyway, it's, you got to just trust your prep work. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I've got some good people in my corner and a manager here in LA that believe in me. And like Robert Patrick is a mentor for me with the acting. Yeah, I'm so lucky, man, to have mentors like him and like you. My music career, and there's been. Sometimes I feel like I've lived this Forrest Gump type of life.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
So lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could have gone awry a million different ways, but here we are, and I was driving over here on my motorcycle today, and I was thinking, wow, man, how cool is this? One of my heroes asked me to come be on his podcast, and then that song, There Goes My Hero, started going through my head. Foo Fighters. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And it was just a cool moment. I was getting like goosebumps, and I was going, wow, I've looked up to this guy for 30 years, and here I'm going to his crib to be on his podcast. How cool is that,
Thank you.
Thank you.
It means a lot to me that, you come. I know you're super busy. As a matter of fact, we had to find the right time and day to do the
So
podcast,
honored to be here. You going on the road this week, or what are you doing?
I'm going on the road. I'm going to be, as a matter of fact, we're doing a show with Jay Leno. I guess who, somewhere in Virginia.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he is. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Where's the gig?
Oh, somewhere in West Virginia. They're reopening a theater. It's like a big performance art venue. They refurbished it, so it's like a big grand opening of it. Yeah. And then next week I'm going over to Calgary, to Canada. I'm part of this charity band.
Uh-huh.
And we got some great Canadian and American and Cuban.
Awesome.
Even though I'm American, but people say, "Oh, you were born in Cuba. Okay, you're Cuban." So, and
what is that charity?
It's called BANC, Benevolent Artists National Charity, and it started about maybe 3 years ago, and we've raised with this one would be over $4 million, and we do. We have a portfolio of the charities that we support, and we do Theo Fiore. You know Theo Fiore, the hockey player.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's got an organization called Little Warriors for its child abuse, and,
yeah.
to create awareness and help children that have been abused. And we also support the NMC, which is the Canadian version of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, cool.
It's based in Calgary, Bell Studios. So we do the event there. And various other charities that we support too.
Awesome.
And so we've raised a lot of money. There is a really great network of sponsors and supporters for what we do. And it's a great hang.
Guess Who is kind of a Canadian band too,
yeah,
right?
but actually it's not. The Guess Who is not involved.
Okay.
This is a band that's been from different musicians, different walks of life. Teddy Zigzag.
He's involved in it?
Is in it. He's one of the founding members of
great.
Bank. I love Teddy.
I just played with him the other night.
Teddy.
The Alice Cooper night.
Yeah, I know. He makes me happy.
What a great musician.
Yeah, I know everything about him. They hang.
Yeah.
Just his persona and Lisa, his wife, and
isn't she great?
yeah, she's wonderful, and just everything about Teddy. And he's one of the members. Sass Jordan.
Oh, I love her.
Sass,
Will you tell her
yeah.
I said hi?
I sure will. Yeah, Sass, and her husband Derek Sharp. He's the lead singer in the Guess Who.
Oh,
So
that's
I
her
got
husband?
in the band. Yeah, I got in the band because I know Sass.
When you had me fill in for Queensryche for one gig, I got to hang with Sass a little bit. And she's cool people, man. You had
She
something
is
else
wonderful.
going on.
Well, that's how I met Sass, because we were touring together in the Jeff Tate version of Queensryche.
Yeah. Was it still Queensryche? I think it was.
But out of respect for the other guys, I
Sure.
always called it the Jeff Tate version of Queensryche.
Right.
Because it was I can never say I was in Queensryche, because I was not. I was in the Jeff Tate version of Queensryche.
Right.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah, fantastic.
That was cool when you called me for that. That was quite a learn.
Yeah,
Operation
I
Minecraft.
know.
No
So-
joke, man.
I know.
Counting 11s and 9s. And
What a beautiful masterpiece.
Awesome.
The whole record.
Wow.
Yeah. We got to play that every night on tour.
Yeah.
And Sass played the part of Sister Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, she's great.
Yeah, she is great.
Great
She's
hang, too.
Fantastic. So I'm going to be doing that in Calgary next week, and then I come back and
Cool.
we finish up the year with the Guess Who. And you, how do you finish up your year?
Let's see what's happening. We just got a couple more weekends with Lynch Mob, a couple things with Rough Riot. I'm hopefully going to be shooting a Western.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You'll be perfect in that.
Yeah, I've wanted to do it my entire life.
I can see you in
Roots.
Westworld. I think you would fit in perfectly in that show.
I haven't watched
Westworld.
that show enough, but we're going to go down and do cowboy camp and
Cowboy Camp.
get our stuff together on the horses and
Where?
the guns.
Where do you do Cowboy Camp?
Well, these movies that I've been shooting, we shoot them down in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, yeah. That's a big center now.
Yeah, and Netflix just bought Albuquerque Studios, which means they're going to be shooting a lot more.
That's where they do. They
there.
did Breaking Bad, and they do Better Call Saul and all.
Yeah,
that.
it's a great place to shoot. A lot of great talent and people down there. But like I said, I wanted to do a Western my entire life, and a director I worked with has a script, and hopefully that's all going to work out. It's all about funding, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's looking good, and so hopefully we'll be down there shooting a Western.
Yeah. How's your motorcycle business?
My business, well, this was really cool. I got asked to design well, first of all, I got asked to find a bike for Judas Priest, the band. And they go, what can you do? Can you put our artwork on this thing? And it turned out I could. And we had it wrapped in their Firepower, which is their new album's artwork. And it's the bike that Rob Halford rides out every night on Hellbound for Leather.
Wow.
So I just kind of started thinking, hey, maybe I could make a little side business out of this. So I started Max Cycles, MCS Cycles. So, if people are into a certain theme or a band or whatever, we find them on the bike. We can decorate it. Let's say they want an AC/DC bike or something. We could go decorate it the way they wanted to and do all the mechanic stuff they wanted to do. But to get Priest as the first client was really cool, you know.
Fantastic.
And it's out there on the road.
Fantastic.
You know?
I mean, I've toured with those guys and Gentlemen and the toughest band, them and ZZ Top, the toughest band to open up for.
I could see that.
Because they are just machines.
Yeah.
Just perfection every single night. And Rob Halford, my God.
Yeah.
There's nobody like him.
Yeah, metal god, all right?
Absolutely. And
For
what
real.
a gentleman. What a gentleman.
Yeah. Cheap Trick is kind of like that.
That's another great band. Huge fan.
I don't think I've ever heard them sound bad.
No.
Ever.
They can't.
Yeah, they can't. They're not capable.
Impossible. They're not capable of sounding bad. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much
for
having me.
And thank you for everything because it's as you playing with Quiet Riot, it's very important to the legacy to always have the best people playing in the bands that are part of your history.
Yeah.
You know, because you want the legacy to continue at the highest level. Even though I might not be there, I'm there in spirit.
Yes.
You know,
always.
And to have you in the band, that meant a lot to me because I knew it was going to be in the best hands possible.
Oh, thank you so much. That was amazing for you to say. And hey, if it wasn't for you breaking your ankle there, I may never have had a career in music. Sorry. No, I'm glad you healed well. And
I have.
And
I still can't dance, but
hey, for my mentor to say that, that's pretty darn cool. And it's a real honor to be on your podcast, and thanks for having me here today. It's my pleasure.
Give Christine a big hugs and kisses for us, for Rebecca and mine.
We'll do.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother.
Much love, brother.
God bless you.
Okay, man.
Bye-bye.